One of the obvious themes of the presidential primary season is change and a public desire to see a new way of doing politics that is less bitter and more productive. And nowhere, perhaps, is that public desire more in evidence than when it comes to the common perceptions of the way things work in Albany. And I think it's easily been the strongest theme in state politics in recent years. But in looking at the way the two of you have approached this campaign, with one of you going negative early, and now the other one responding in a more personal fashion, with lawsuits and push polling, it sure looks like politics as usual. At this point, what can each of you say to convince us that you are not more of the same when it comes to the problems with the way that the state political process appears to work or not to work?
I think I'm up first.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate that question. One thing we've tried to focus our campaign on, and will continue to do throughout all up until Election Day, is to focus on the issues. This is what I hear from people, whether it's down here in Oswego County, whether it's in Jefferson County, or whether it's in St. Lawrence County. I hear from time and time again that people feel like they're getting squeezed. We've tried to direct our message and what I'm going to do to try to solve their problems, whether they feel like they're getting squeezed because of high gas prices, whether they feel like they're getting squeezed because of high property taxes, or whether they feel like they're getting squeezed because they can't afford health insurance. Those are the issues that I've tried to focus on. Those are the issues that I've worked on since I've been in the Assembly. Politics is a tough business. It is a tough business. What do you have to do on a campaign? You have to compare yourself. You have to compare yourself with your opponent. We've tried to put out where I stand on issues, and we've tried to point out where Darrel stands on issues. And that's what we try to do in the campaign, and that's what we're going to continue to try to do as we go forward.
Mr. Aubertine, you may have a 1-minute response.
Right, and I guess my response to that is that I agree. Politics has degraded, or this campaign and others have degraded to the point where it's become more of a blame game, more finger pointing, and there's been more attention paid to negative ads than there has been to the real issues. And as I said in my opening statement, the real issues are right here in front of us. And I think it's a shame that we can't, or that we haven't been able to move away from the negative campaigning. And at this point, I would offer to Will, in the closing days of this campaign, I mean, we've only got a week left, and we've all seen the negative ads. I am willing, perfectly willing, if you are, to close down the negative ads. Let's focus on the issues. If you're willing to pull the ads, the negative ads, as we perceive them, I am certainly willing to do that on our side.
Well, do you want me to respond, or how do you want to go forward with this? I find it. I'm happy to pull the ad. I'm happy to pull what's perceived as negative from our side, but I find it a little bit surprising that you're willing to say now, after you've been hitting my family, hitting me personally for a week and a half, to try to say I'm happy to go forward. I'm happy to go forward. If you want to debate the issues, let's do that. Let's go forward and debate the issues, and let's keep our ads based on the issues. I think that's a great idea, and I'll join you full bodily on that behalf.
Okay, thank you. We'll move on to the next question now.